guys, was to graph these three things on a single set of axes. Y equals x, y equals sine of x, and then y equals x plus sine of x. So it's kind of unclear how to start this. So I'm just going to make an axis here. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and so forth. Okay, so so I kind of made a table here because I wasn't sure what to do. Actually, I am sure what to do, but I'm sure that you are not sure what to do. So here's a table of x, sine of x, and x plus sine of x. So let's just see what happens here. And I'm going to try to make my scale somewhat consistent. That's what's hard. Okay, so y equals x obviously is this line right there. Okay, and then y equals sine of x. Well, this is where it's tricky because if my scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, sine of x really is best done in terms of pi. But I know that it starts at 0, 0. At pi over 2, that's like 1.57. That's somewhere over here, perhaps. It's at the top. Okay, so it's kind of going like that. At at pi, which is 3.14, it's about right. It's back there, and then so forth. So this is -1. You know, we're over here somewhere, and so it's kind of hard to graph, but let's try to figure it out. So now, let's look point by point. At pi over 2, the value of x is pi over 2, the value of sine of x is 1, and then the x plus sine of x is 1 plus pi over 2, which is about 2.57. So I'm going to plot that point on there. We're going to be at pi over 2, which I'm saying is about right here, and we're at about 2.57, which maybe is up there. Okay, so we've got that. And now we go to pi. So if x is pi, sine of x is 0, x plus sine of x is pi plus 0, that's about 3.14. So at pi, which I'm saying is about right there, we are really at 3.14, which will be right on that line. So as you can see, what's happened here is the first 3 points look like that. Okay, then we move to 3 pi over 2. 3 pi over 2 is about 4.7 something. Okay, so x is about 4.7, sine of x is -1, and then 4.7, or 3 pi over 2 minus 1 is 3.7. And so what happens is, at 4.7, so that's maybe about right in here, we are at 3.7, so that's going to be sort of up here. And so you can see that we go like that. Now, we could keep plotting points, but I want you to just think about what this curve is going to look like. And actually, I'm going to move to this little program where I've got, let's get rid of the table. I've got y equals sine of x plotted here. That's the red line. I've got y equals x plotted. That's the blue line. And then I'm going to graph this. So I'm going to just whip that over there, and there it is. And what you can see is that what this does is it tilts y equals sine of x to be along the line y equals x, which is kind of interesting. But if you think about it, it should just make sense, as I always say. So there it is. So on your homework, I think maybe tomorrow night, you're going to be doing some other ones that are kind of weird like this. And this is just sort of the way that I want you to think about it. Correct.